We're Zach and Allie, and after over half a decade of living in a van, today we've finally hit our breaking point.
This has been the most stressful evening of my life.
If there's such a thing as van life hell, then we drove right into it, and we were completely unprepared.
What you reading there, Zach?
Oh, just the whole owner's manual on the van.
Why on earth would you need to read that?
Because that thing right there.
So we were driving up this beautiful mountain here in Wyoming, and the van decided it was going to get really hot. Zach always told me that was a dummy gauge, but apparently it's not.
So the engine just started overheating out of nowhere, and I'm not sure what to do about it. We're not leaking anything. We didn't blow a radiator hose. I'm thinking it might be the thermostat. But I don't know where the thermostat is on this van.
So no, this is our current situation, and we don't have any service to look anything up. And the owner's manual apparently doesn't tell you anything about owning this van. So what to do now?
We're in a predicament.
We have two options. We either push forward, which we don't know how far up this mountain goes. If I'm reading the map properly, it goes up to like 9,600 feet in elevation, and we're only at like 6,000 feet in elevation right now. And our other option is to drive down the mountain back to the town that we just came from.
We know they at least have an auto parts store in that town, and quite possibly a mechanic.
Cell service?
Yes, cell service, because we have none right now. Well, the engine's cooled off enough. I think we can crank it up and haul ass back down. I have bled the system. Made sure that there's no more air pockets in the coolant. All right.
We're no AC. We're no AC, and we're not none of that.
We're gonna head back towards sleeping tent where we just came from. Since it's down the,
I think it's called 10 sleep.
10 sleep, whatever. Since it's down the mountain, we'll be coasting pretty much the whole way to it. It's just a couple miles down the road. If it overheats or starts getting hot again on the way down there, then at least we'll know that it is indeed probably the thermostat.
Oh,
Wish us luck.
This is really pretty.
Quick tip too, if your vehicle is getting hot, you can always turn the heater on, and that'll help circulate some of the coolant through the heater core and help act as like a second radiator for the vehicle.
So we safely made it back down the mountain, and Zach is currently checking everything out. It did good. We didn't get hot at all. He's adding a little bit of oil, even though I thought he said we didn't need any up there. Got ourselves parked in the shade. We're letting it cool down a little bit, and hopefully nothing's wrong with it.
So it turns out that this sleepy little town doesn't actually have a mechanic shop or an auto parts store after all.
Currently, it is 94 degrees. And the name of the town is 10 Sleep, not Slipton, or whatever you were calling it. Sleepy Town or something.
A new plan. Instead, I think we're just going to push our luck and try to get over the mountain. What do you think? Round 2 of going up the mountain. Wish us luck. Keep your fingers crossed. Allie's white knuckling it right.
Okay, let's just take a second to put this into perspective. Have you ever driven your house over a 10,000 foot elevation pass in an almost 110 degree day while it's overheating? This is literally the most stressful situation a van lifer can actually be in.
Alright, we're passing the first spot that we stopped at, turned around and came off the mountain, so that's a good sign. We're still looking good.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
It's starting to go up a little bit. I'm just letting off the gas a smidge. Where's the next pull off?
I don't know. We'll keep an eye out for it.
Should we stop and let it cool off?
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. Alright, so we're going to stop and let this thing cool down just a little bit, check on everything, make sure everything's good, give it a break.
Once again,
The lady in that RV right there, though, said that hers is overheating real bad too, so it might just be that it's a really hot day out.
I'm trying to watch the cars because we got a little bit further than we did last time, so I can kind of see up ahead where they're coming from, but I just can't tell how long it's taking them to get to the top, and you can't really tell which is which once it gets up there. So I'm like actually freaking out. Like I don't want to push forward and then there not be any more pull offs or anything.
We gotta go at some point.
Okay, well, I'm having a mini breakdown over here. There's nothing in 10 sleep, and if we keep going back, then we have to keep trying to come up this mountain because there's no way around it. And I don't want to be in charge of getting us to the top, so for the first time in a very long time, Zach is in the driver's seat.
You okay?
No, I'm not okay. I don't want it to overheat so much and then like something else really bad go wrong, you know? Oh god, okay.
As much as I'm always down for an adventure and I know something crazy is going to happen and it's bound to happen, in this moment right here, all I wanted was to be off of this mountain.
Just get me to the top. We gotta let it cool down for a little bit. It's not overheating or anything, but I just cut it off. Put the e-brake on. Just
Little bits at a time.
slow and steady wins the race today.
It's beautiful up here, though.
I'm gonna let Zach continue the climb journey portion of this drive. He says that we're getting to like the last big haul up the top.
Yep. You ready?
I think you're lying to me.
No. Is it?
My heart is like having a mini panic attack. Here goes nothing. Okay, so we got up to this point. We've been sitting for a while now. The sun's starting to go down. We're obviously not going to make it to town. We don't know what kind of road lies ahead, basically. But we did have a little bit of service here, enough service to find out that there's a campground about 2 miles up the road. Might take us 45 minutes to get there. I don't know if they have any openings, but we can't go any further than that. So, ow. Alright, so we've made it a few miles further up the road, and the gauge says that it's okay. But we've pulled over just to see what's going on under the hood. Maybe we can see something else. The temperature's dropped from 95 to 78. So we seem to be doing a little bit better, but now Zach seems to think that one of our fans is not working properly. Tell us what you got going on here.
Well, it's hot. Everything's hot. Yeah, just this side of the fan is working. This fan is not working. We have 2 of them. Check the oil, make sure it's good.
This time around, we stopped right here. It's called Meadow Lake Resort. And there's a lake. It feels a lot cooler
There's still no service. But I did see like a little pub right there, and maybe they have like Wi-Fi or something. What do you see? A lake. We are feeling very comfortable in this little spot right here. I'm feeling a little at peace being like right here. So we pulled out all of Zach's tools, and he's currently doing something.
We're gonna check our fuses because the engine keeps making a weird noise, almost like when it wants to turn the fans on. And I noticed in the owner's manual, it did come in handy.
Yay!
It has 2 different fuses. One for engine cooling fan second speed. What was it? F0.
F06 and F07. It's no mini fuse. One's a 40 amp orange, 60 amp blue, and then one says 50 amp red, 60 amp blue. It's a fly. It's biting me. I was gonna say, dang, now the mosquitoes.
Every time I go to do something, they come landing on me. Whenever I'm ready to hit one of them, they go away.
Well, Zach now has blisters all over his arm. He's like breaking out. Oh my gosh. That looks bad, Zach. Do you need Benadryl? It's right there too.
Yeah.
What the heck?
I don't have my fuse puller. This fuse looks good. It could be cleaned up a little bit, but both of them are good.
So maybe our fan is going bad. The connection maybe?
Maybe. We're gonna try to make it a little bit farther down the road to a dump station. Dump the toilet, maybe refill the fresh tank.
/ campground. Made it to the dump station. This is nice. It's a free dump station provided by the Forestry Service. And there's 3 lanes. No one's here right now. They've got freshwater fill-ups. They've got dump stations. So we've made it this far. Now we're gonna go dump our toilet really quick. So this was one of the things that we needed to do today here. So if any of you recall the video where Zach was popped in the face by by the ranch, it happens with the toilet too.
This isn't toilet water. I rinsed it with the hose. But yes, it did pop me in the face.
The nice thing about this dump station is they have clean water. Fit for drinking. We're gonna, do our thing and fill it all up. How do you work it?
Alright. Ready to go.
We're going to a KOA tonight, guys.
Because they had showers and it's close to I guess it's a national monument.
Yeah.
It's close to a national monument that we really want to see. And they had laundry facilities. They had a little restaurant on the site. They play a movie every night on like the outdoor big screen TV, and it just seemed really cool. So, but we're 2 hours. That puts us getting there at 10 o'clock tonight. But I think we might make the push as long as Daisy holds up.
And I think because it's cooling off, we just keep an eye on her and we just pull over anytime we have any issues.
Yep.
I think we'll be all right. Oh my gosh. You can't see anything.
We made it. We're at the KOA.
At Devil's Tower.
Daisy did good.
Yeah, she did really good.
Overheat. It's been like 70 degrees the whole way here.
I'm just happy that we made it safe, and now we have to figure out how to fix her. Good morning. Last night's thunderstorm was really nice.
We haven't had a thunderstorm in a really long time. Zach, look up.
Where are you? Good morning. Come on in, Macy. Yeah, that lightning storm last night was awesome. Ouch.
Now it's time to go get the part.
Yeah, we're gonna go into town about 30 minutes away and get the part that we need for the van, so we can get that fixed today.
And we were gonna leave a lot earlier, like wee hours of the morning, but man, I've been exhausted. So fingers crossed that we get there okay. Alrighty.
We got the part. There's not much in this little town, but luckily they did have a NAPA, so that's where we got the part ordered to. And they're nice enough to let us go ahead and work on it in their parking lot.
Yeah, the biggest thing about working on a van or working on your vehicle while you're traveling is like, if we were to drive up the road and get this thing ripped apart and then realize we need another part, then we're screwed because we can't get back over here. And yeah, we'd be walking for sure. So this is really awesome of them to let us do it right here. And this is the part.
Yep, that's it. So when we first had our issue with our van, it was one of these little guys, which is I think a restrictor or something like that, got corroded, fell off, got caught in the fan and ripped a hole in the radiator, which wasn't good. It might be our issue this time. One of them might have fallen off again. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the tools out of the back and start working on this thing. Alright, as you can see, this fan was our good fan. It spins freely. This one is definitely seized up. It's hard to even turn it. This one is one of the resistors. This is what we had problems with on our first fan ordeal, but the thing is pretty bad. Luckily the new fan came with new ones. They're supposed to look like these, pretty green new. Fan's supposed to spin.
Now that he's got everything out, we have to get it all put back together.
Hot. Got the new fan in just about. Just have to get it to line up with these stupid clips. There it is. Now I gotta remember how this all goes.
It always kind of freaks me out a little bit when Zach says, now I have to remember where all of this stuff goes.
I've still got a pile of leftover parts from the last time I took it apart.
Yeah. Okay. While Zach is finishing up getting the front of the van put back together, I'm gonna actually update our sticker map on the outside of the van. We are not actually counting Idaho, even though we drove through Idaho to get to Montana. We really didn't do anything in Idaho to claim it, so Montana gets to go on the board, and Wyoming, because that's where we currently are trying to fix this van. So we are getting so close to being able to hit all 50 states in the van. If you have been watching our channel, you know that Zach and I have traveled separately before we got together, and we've been to states, but we're not counting it on the map unless we go together in the van. It's just kind of something fun that we're doing together. Check this out, guys. We're about to drive through here, here, all the way to Maine.
Figured out where two of the missing bolts go to that I couldn't figure out last time.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Yeah, but I broke one of them, so
What?
it's all good though. We are slowly but surely getting her back together. But this is the realities of van life. You're gonna break down at some point. Now I gotta remember what bolts those were. Alright, before I put the last of the plastic pieces on, I'm gonna get her to go ahead and crank it up and see how she runs. Crank it up.
What'd you say?
Crank it up. That's what that means.
Oh, okay.
We're ready to try it.
It's a moment of truth.
Cut that AC on. Sweet. Both fans are running. Both fans are running. We're back in business.